What's up, guys? Justin Morgan here, Carved Up Vegan Muscle. The other day, I was watching one of my favorite YouTube channels, and that is Juggernaut Fitness TV, the Jason Blaha. And I'd gone back and was watching an old video that he had made a while back, talking about fake natties, or fake natural bodybuilders, or natural bodybuilders that claim to not take steroids when in reality they do take steroids. And on the comment section, a bunch of people had mentioned Mad Ogus, and they're like, "What do you think about Mad Ogus?" And like the comment had like a bajillion likes or something. Like everybody wanted to know about Mad Ogus. And I probably back a while ago, it's been a few years ago now, Mad Ogus had this big thing with Chris Jones, both YouTube fitness channels, and they had been competing against each other and doing all kinds of crazy hijinks. And that was where I first discovered or saw Mad Ogus. And when I started watching his videos, what I thought was, wow, this guy is really smart. Like his programming, the way that he trains is very intelligent, very well thought out. And now, I want to go back just one second. It's been about 3 weeks ago now, maybe 2, 3, maybe a month ago, 2 or 3 weeks. The 3DMJ guys, Chris Helms, put up a video, which I will link in the description box below, and it was covering what is possible as a truly drug-free bodybuilder. What is the muscle that you can gain? And he went back and looked at a bunch of guys that were into lifting back in the 1930s, prior to the advent of steroids, prior to someone actually synthetically, for the first time, taking testosterone and injecting it, or having someone take it orally in their diet. Prior to any of that, he looked at strength standards, and he looked at what guys had built in terms of building their bodies, and the guys had done some really remarkable things. But with Mad Ogus, I don't know if he's on steroids. There's no way to know that. But if my whole objective were bodybuilding, which, you guys that watch my channel realize that it's not, I'm not interested in bodybuilding. I might become interested in it someday. But I'm interested in strength sports, particularly strongman, and to a lesser degree, powerlifting. And that is what I enjoy. That's what I'm interested in. But if I did want to be a bodybuilder, I would probably go about it much the same way Mad Ogus would, or is. The guy has spent over a decade training, so likely he's going to have taken his body pretty dramatically far in the, in the journey, and he is crazy strong. And he's spent a lot of, especially considering his body weight, so he's gone a really long way in his lifts, and the way that he programs his lifting is very similar to what you see powerlifters doing in following strength standards to get stronger. And from what I can tell, usually he spends a lot of time doing these strength type things, and then he moves into accessory work after that, where he does kind of fine-tune some of the small muscle groups, particularly as it relates to bodybuilding. So if I were going to be a bodybuilder, that's exactly what I would do. I think that's probably the most intelligent way to go about it. So Mad Ogus is definitely maximizing the amount of muscle that he could possibly grow by utilizing the most intelligent training practices possible for someone that is not using drugs. So all in all, I would say that he's doing pretty well. I could legitimately, I don't know, I'm no expert on drugs or who is or isn't on drugs. I've known a handful of guys through my experiences that I've met in like strongman, or that I've met over the few MMA fighters that I knew that used some type of anabolic steroids personally, but I really don't know that much about it. I didn't talk to them about it or anything. I just knew that they had told me stuff about what they're doing. It'd kind of come up here and there, but it's not a regular conversation piece. So I just don't have that kind of information. But So Izzy, it really isn't going to affect what I do or what you do if you're not on drugs, so it really doesn't matter. But I would say that if you were going to maximize the amount of muscle you had, that he would be a good resource, because I think he does a really good job with that. Having said that, I don't watch a lot of his more recent videos because it doesn't seem like they have a lot to do with lifting, programming, that kind of thing as much anymore as they used to when I did become interested in what Matt Ogus was doing, so I haven't watched him in the last year that much. But that's all I got to say about it. That's all I know. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Hope you found it informative, and hope you found it inspirational if your goals are strength or bodybuilding or something in relationship to that. I will talk to you guys soon. Thanks for watching.